Nobel Prize in Physiology. So it was Svante Pääbo, he was awarded an Nobel Prize in Medicine. So first we'll see what are his contributions, and then we'll see what is this about the Nobel Prize. See, whenever you are learning these type of science and tech questions, so what we have to do is, we should have a conceptual clarity. Maha ante em adutaru, adante enti, dani venaka unna concept ni clarity ga unte, whatever might be the question, we should be in a position to analyze that. Okay, so now what is going on here? So here is Homo sapien. Here are our ancestors. They are hominins. So what is happening here? So we don't have a clear DNA. We don't have a clear DNA that could be related to our ancestors because they are extinct or leru. But we have this chimpanzee, our ancestor only, but far ancestor. So, but we can't have good information or clear information from the Homo sapiens to the chimpanzee. We can't connect it. We don't have, it would not be much help for the understanding of the humans, of present humans or their immune system. Such type of would be difficult if you compare the, anyways we are comparing the DNA of the present ones to the chimpanzees, because million years of difference. So what we need is, we need a DNA of our ancestors, mainly Neanderthals. So we need a DNA of this. But actually whatever the remains that we are obtaining, or whatever the DNA that we are obtaining from these people, they were called archaic DNA. Archaic DNA means they were not pure form. See, they were coming from years, thousands of years. Those remains are thousands of years. So they, along with those remains, the DNA, other material will be connected, other human interference with that. So that DNA is archaic. It's not clear DNA. It's not, we can't say it's clearly Neanderthals. Earlier, manaku antaku mundu kuda Neanderthal DNA dorkindi, but that is archaic. It is having interference with other materials on the earth. So we are not having clear DNA. So now, till now what we are doing actually, so we'll have DNA of this, we'll compare. So this could be the reason we are having this. So we might have got that from this person. So deduction. The methodology, we are reading the DNA of our ancestors is, okay, we are ఇది ఉంది కాబట్టి ఇలా జరిగి ఉండొచ్చు, మనకి ఇది అయ్యింది కాబట్టి ఇలా జరిగి ఉండొచ్చు. సో ద డిడక్షన్, దట్ ఈస్ ఇండైరెక్ట్ వే ఆఫ్ reading a DNA. That is how presently happening. So what this guy did, he went to a caves where he was able to found a clear DNA of Neanderthal. So ఇప్పటి వరకు మనకు అంత క్లియర్గా అంత DNA మనకు దొరకలేదు. When he found that clear DNA, he was able to complete the genome sequence of Neanderthal. First point. Okay, the first major contribution of him was the sequencing of the genome of Neanderthal. That is his first contribution. Did you get what I am trying to say here? So, okay, point అయిపోయింది. So till now we have most of it was archaic DNA, and the methodology, it was indirect or reduction version of bringing the DNA. So he was able to bring a clear, they used the term, the Nobel announcement, when this Nobel Prize announcement was going, they used the word clear DNA. So he was able to bring the sequencing the genome of Neanderthal, first one. Second, he found, so Denisova is a caves. They are caves in Germany. So this guy was able to reach to that cave, and he was able to found another DNA, and that DNA shows there is an other hominin, and they named him as Denisova. That means here, along with the Neanderthal, there is another hominin, that is Denisova. These are hominins. So along with the Neanderthal, we have another hominin, that is Denisova. That is his another discovery. And not only that, till now he is an unknown hominin. So now he brought this is a new thing to our evolution. He added one more thing to our evolution. He is not just saying that Neanderthal is our near ancestor. There is one more guy, that is Denisova. And not only that, not only that, what he found was this Denisova and Neanderthal, they have interactions, and there is also interbred. So, there is also interbred between there is interbreeding, breeding between this Neanderthals and Denisova, not just interaction but also interbreeding. So, that is the extent. See, when they see, these people came out of the Africa, I'll show you that picture also. So, and then they turned out to be Neanderthals and also Denisovas. So, there is an interaction between these two. So, that is first one, completing the genome sequence of Neanderthal. Second one, unknown hominin, that is Denisova, was discovered, and also he introduced a new discipline which was called paleogenomics, which focuses on studying the DNA and genetic information of extinct hominins through reconstruction. So, and another scientific discipline, that is next. His another contribution, as I told you, it is his research methodologies to extract DNA samples for the very old remain. So, his methodologies were new and they were trying to bring a complete DNA. So, trying to finish the genome sequence. So, his methodologies is also a contribution. The way he is extracting the DNA or reconstructing it, the genetic material, reconstructing the genetic material is another contribution. Okay. So, that is what we are going to see further also. So, the transfer occurred from these new extinct hominins to Homo sapiens following the migration out of Africa. 70,000 years ago they came out of Africa. So, the genes, so why we have to, excuse me, why we have to know the DNA, why we have to know the genetic material, or why we have to complete this genome? It gives us an insight into the immune system that reacts to the infections. Because of this discovery, because of his discovery, we came to know why there were severe diseases occurred in some COVID patients. So, COVID occurred most of them. Why it was severe in some patients, why it is not severe in other? Why? See, some got after COVID, post COVID, few got many other diseases. So, why it occurred? Why only for some people? So, that type of information was able to, we found some answers for that question in the, by extracting this, connecting our DNA to our ancestors, Neanderthal. Okay. The relevance is how we are affecting our immune system, how it reacts to infections. We came to, some light was thrown how our immune system is working because of his contribution. This is his major application. Okay. So, as I told you, so modern human cousin species, they are Neanderthals. So, who were extinct about 30,000 years ago. So, new evidence was shown, there is interactions of Neanderthals with the ancestors of modern human beings. There is having an interaction. So, as I also told, Neanderthals and Denisovans interacted, but also they interbred. So, and we also found 1 to 3% of the genome has been found to originate from Neanderthals. Ours mostly in our gene 1 to 3% are from Neanderthals. We are having that similarity. So, here we are the Homo sapiens, and here we have Neanderthals and Denisovas. So, from Africa, so these people have majorly 1 to 2%, and here it is Denisovans 1 to 6%. Majorly he searched for that evidence, whether we have and our Neanderthals, what is the similarity? He found majorly along this Melanesian race. Okay, and the people around Australia will have around Australia that type of race. So, he found evidence there, and then it was seen in most of the people. Okay. So, what is the takeaway here? Those 4 points. Okay. So, what is Nobel Prize? So, very simple one it was. So, there is a person called Alfred Nobel. He was a Swedish chemist, engineer and an industrialist, best known for inventing his dynamite. So, after his death, his will was, according to his will, Nobel Prizes were given in physics, chemistry, medicine, literature and peace. Easily will be mistaken, it was not given in mathematics. Nobel Prize is not given in mathematics. So initially physics, chemistry, medicine, literature and peace, later on they added economics. We will see that. Okay. So according to Alfred Nobel's will, so five prizes were given in this respective fields. So his will, he is a wealthy industrialist, so he had good amount of money. So his remaining assets was used to give this prize money, gold, and to conduct this Nobel Prize events. So his assets were used, and it is, we know it is, we are considered as an highest honor in any field. It is considered as an highest honor. Okay. So the takeaway here is the person name is Alfred Nobel. These are the fields where they will give the Nobel Prize, and later on they added economics. Mathematics not was given Nobel Prize. So later on what happened for the mathematics, they said we need to give a prize for the mathematics also on the lines of Nobel Prize. So that's the reason why later on it was added. It's a Abel Prize. It was called Abel Prize. So the king of Sweden, he will give, he will distribute that. That gift, that prize will be given by the king of Sweden. Okay. So the Nobel Prize was first started in 1901, 5 years after Nobel's death, Alfred Nobel death. So it was started. So the economics award, it was added later on. So see, the only Nobel Peace Prize was awarded in Norway, Oslo, capital of it. While other prizes, literature, physics, chemistry, other fields, they were given in Sweden, capital Stockholm. Okay. So that is one. And here, see, they were shared by 3 individuals, not more than 3 individuals it was given. Even if you observe in any time, so there will be mostly 3 persons, and it is also given to organizations. Okay. So next point is, and it was not awarded after death, but if he is nominated before dying, if he is nominated, but even if he died also, it will be given, but it was not given after death.